All right, guys, how you guys doing this morning? Well, yeah, 9:30, so it is morning. The date is December 14th. I am headed to my Just Over Broke again. Trying a different angle for the camera here. Kind of adjusted it so it's a little more secure, at least to my liking while I'm driving. Obviously, if we have guests, we'll make the angle a little more different just so we can see everybody. But I don't know. Kind of just told my mom that I'll be quitting in January. You know, kind of she's a little scared, telling me to keep the job. Like I said, I'm really staying true on the whole no safety net. I don't need a safety net. You know, if you have one, you're ultimately going to use it. And yeah, it's going to suck, but you know what? I've already got a lead already. You know, one of my boys, I'm giving him some water today. You know, and I hope he really likes it. I hope he enjoys the water. You know, if he doesn't enjoy the water, you know, be kind of upsetting to me just a little bit, but you know, it's still my boy. But with this type of thing here, you don't want to work with someone who doesn't enjoy it, doesn't reap the benefits from it. There's no point of working with someone like that, because what this is, it truly is just water. It's the simplest form of a self-maintenance. But you know, I do believe we're gonna get going on this, and it's gonna be an amazing adventure. You know, I was talking to them last night. And, you know, 2017, you know, that's what it is. 2017, at least by the end of that, we're gonna have our dream cars. You know, we already said that. You know, we might start doing a hashtag DC17. They might not even know what that means, but that's what it might be. We might start doing that. But, you know, I'm gonna try to dedicate at least 10 minutes, start out doing that minimum, to see how that works, how much footage I get. You know, maybe I say some crazy things, we'll see. But today we'll be going to the gym as well tonight. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit of footage in there. Maybe do a little footage on the drive home, I don't know. We'll try to do something. It usually is a little dark out in Arizona around 7, so I get off at 7, but we'll see. We'll see if maybe turn on the flash on the camera, something of that sort. I will say though, vlogging is a lot easier than doing like a live video. I feel like whenever you're doing a live video, you already have that, you know, that pressure of being live, so you feel like you're talking to people right there, right then. Whereas the vlog, you can kind of just almost seem or look a little crazy because you're kind of just talking to yourself. But I guess instead of just thinking internally, you just think externally. So that's kind of what we do. Any thoughts, just gonna blurt the fuck out. Rasta cloud of the day, going with the checkered. We're gonna start doing that. Feature the Rasta clouds are definitely not there. Man. So by the end of 2017, that means in December, I'm gonna have my Nissan GTR Nismo. I need a cool 300 grand. Before that though, prior to that, I need to get my Maxima SR and turn this Altima into a work car. You know, I told myself I want to make $1 million by the end of 2017, so that it is possible. The goal is 10 million. I need to at least make a minimum of 1. By that, you know, I have to pay off my parents' debts. Told them they won't be working past 48. So December 20th, just in a few days, will mark the 1-year time stamp for my pops. I have to get him ready to go. Then my mother's is December 31st, so the New Year's resolution will be here to get her retired. That's gonna be a hard journey. Well, not retired, at least where she doesn't have to work. You know, work a 9 to 5 or work something dumb of the sort. And you know, with my pops, of course, he'll still want to work, but we can't have him working with his heart like that. But what we'll do, you know, we'll probably get him something he can do at home. You know, building computers or something. You know, teach him a little bit of coding. If he even still, I mean, I don't know why he would want to. Just enjoy life. Yeah, man, Arizona is beautiful. I'm gonna get I need to invest in a GoPro so I get a front cam for you guys, so you guys can kind of see the front of where we're going, how we're driving. You know, that's definitely something to get on there, and kind of looking at this shakiness, this jitterness there. Looks like there's a lot of wind right now, which is kind of shaking everything, but maybe we'll try to edit that out with video stabilization. It just seems like that's what's gonna happen when we're going on the highway there. not too bad. We'll see if we can do any settings with that later. But take that out post editing. We'll at least have to try that too before we go live, James. So make sure you do that shit. Do it. Do it. Okay, but anyways. What the fuck is that? I don't know, man. I just want it. I do. I want it. I tell myself every day like I want it. And it's hard to get back on this track after a little depression. Fucking tiredness, but I have to stay on it. If I don't stay on it, I'm not going to succeed. So that's all I'm telling myself. You stay on it, or you might as well quit. Because there's no off day in this. There's only on. Every day you have to do something. You gotta, say something, make one more post than you did yesterday. Make a video. Share something. Share your product with somebody. And the thing about sharing your product, don't come at we with some half-assed knowledge, right? When you're sharing your product, or you're sharing your service, or you're sharing what you think is gonna help others, you need to know what you're talking about. I feel like when people do not know what they're talking about, to me it's a real turnoff for me. I no longer want to hear the sales pitch. I don't care for the sales pitch, to be honest with you. After all that, I'm just like, dude, you can go home, go back to where you came from, or I'm gonna go home, depending if I'm at his place of residence or her place of residence. But learn your product, learn it inside and out. There's definitely a point in doing. I believe in just doing. But if you don't know your product, please do not. You come off as an amateur. You come off as you have no idea what you're talking about. And if you're selling a high-priced product, a high-priced image, high-priced services of the excess of $100 to $500, anything higher than $500 to me is high inventory. You don't have the average American's not gonna be able to drop $500 just out of nowhere. I might be able to finance it, but then again, you still have to understand what you have to express the value of your product. If you don't know your product, you can't sell your product. If you don't use your product, you can't sell your product. If you don't use your service, if you don't know about your services, you cannot sell your services. There's a reason why every job that you've ever had, there's a training program. They want to train you to be able to sell their services or products the way they want them to, the way they know is going to be deemed successful. Now, whenever you're going into business for yourself, there is no training program there. There is no how to be a business owner. There is no how do I sell this? How do I make this more profitable? How do I make this more enticing to my customers? Some network marketing companies will have little videos they tell you to share. But that in itself is childish. You're sharing the same content as everyone else. That's not going to make you different from your competitors. While you all may be under the same company umbrella, same company name, they're your competitors. If someone on in your company gets to someone else before you and makes that sale, you lost money. You lost money. Now again, I don't know what your product or your service is. I don't know what you do. Now, sometimes it's just about helping people. Now, yes, helping people is great. It is awesome. But if you could turn helping people into paying your bills as well, why wouldn't you do that? Why would you want to work 40 hours to sell clothes when you can just help people and that in itself will help you live, help them live? It's the power of direct sales, the power of network marketing. And it's a shame that everyone's not going with it, because everyone's going with it. No one will do it, but I don't know. We're done with this today.